Alright, here are one of my extra skookum projects. Now I'm working on a 6.5 horsepower for my extra skookum go-kart projects over there. Now I've made a bit of a start putting this centrifugal clutch, C-lutch, onto the output shaft of this motor. But the thing is, this is a I don't know, I think a 3/4, 3/4, I don't even know, fucking imperial. It's 19mm with the verniers, and this is a 20mm output shaft, so it doesn't fit. I had to smack the shit out of this to get it on. It's not even on all the way. It's really just no keys in there, nothing, not fitting. I did have a go at this before, but too much shmoo went everywhere the way I was doing it, and I'm going to give it another go. Now the idea was to pull the output shaft out and put them on a lathe and you know, take it down 1mm and check it with a vernier. But I don't have a lathe, so no lathe, no worries. Alright, so the next part of this is to actually take the clutch off. So I've kind of bashed it on and done up the set screws, the grub, really they're grub screws. So my next train of thought is to remove the 2 grub screws holding it onto the output shaft, and then I'm going to have to smack the shit out of it to get it off, and then we can see what I want to do next. So there'll be a 3mm Sid chromium Allen key for today. Let's grab him out. Yeah, it fits close enough. It's not imperial. I checked if there was an imperial counterpart. No, fuck, I'm gonna do that. That's not a good fit. Don't like that fit either. Okay. So for today, it is a 1/8 Sid chromium imperial Allen key. So the 3mm had a bit too much play, and I didn't want to over chooch the screw or the hex head. So make sure it's not that crack. There we go. I'll just pull them out. That way I know. They're probably not even contacting the shaft at the moment, but I'll pull them out at the moment so it's more things for me to lose, and I know that I'm not smacking the shit out of it whilst there's no reason to, because we'll be grabbing. Alright, now I'm going to pull the ripcord. That's going to hurt the arthritis, and it's just going to turn the clutch a bit. Now the motor's off. Just going to cycle it so I can get to the other one. There we go. Bit too much chooch there. That was easy. Too many wheat bix is what I'd call that. That came out. Okay. There's not going to be any easy way of getting this off. Yeah, I don't like hitting things on shafts because bearings don't like it. Now I'll look for my rubber mallet and see if I can get it off that way. Well, that's the first time I actually can't find the tool I need. Let's use a ball peen hammer and a swarf covered rag. Might need a pry bar to get him off, actually. Pry bar would be the best option for that. I'll hit it with the W840. Just to act as a bit of a penetrant. To get it off, hopefully, that obviously won't do a lot.
for me, get it on the keyway. But trying my best not to get it on the camera, but it should make life a little bit easier. Oh fuck, that was hard. Yeah, one too many Weet-Bix. Turned out alright. So the next thing I got in plan for this is I used a bit of the good old emery paper. It's yeah, 1/2 inch. Oh fuck, I don't even know what grit this is. This one's coarser than the other one though. The other one is quite fine, this one's coarse. And if I can get this thing to chooch over, I'll start it up and I'll use this as a lathe. Anything's a lathe if you're brave enough or if you're poor enough. So as it's running, I'll do that. And I'll hopefully try and take off a bit of material so I can just slip the clutch on and off quite easy, allowing for the keyway to fit. What's the keyway in here? Can I reach it from which end is the best way to reach it from? Definitely this end. No, not with these verniers it ain't. Yeah, there we go. Can't even see inside of that. Okay, so that's just over, that's about 5.5 millimeters, because I'm a metric kind of guy. Right, let's see what's on the inside of this. Fuck's sake. Okay, so that exactly, without any guessing, that is 5 mil flat. And what did I say that was? I forgot. But from what my approximation was, just by lining it up by eyeball, I got a feeling this keyway will fit into that pretty well. Hey, now I know the focus ain't too great, but what else, you know, isn't that what we live for? Out of focus pictures? Anyway, I'm just going to be taking off the exhaust because this motor always starts a lot easier with very little back pressure for some reason. And the neighbours should be a bit tolerant. Fuck. Now this is my newest addition to the garage, and I really like it. It's just a little simple bench grinder, but really I made it really offset on the table so I can store other shit per water bottle and Allen keys and spare parts, and it's nice having a nice and clean table for the moment instead of all this shit everywhere. But hey, you know, you do you. Shortly after, the camera died before, so what I decided to do, I just decided to fabric cobble some this part onto the I don't know, control arm thing, and I Loctited that bolt on, this bolt no, not yet. So that works pretty cool. So that's going to play function as my steering. Now at the moment, as per the motor, what's going to happen is I'm going to bolt it down to the frame, and then I'll fire it up, because it's much easier to start it if it's on a heavy, not heavy frame, but if it's on the frame, it's a bit easier to tick it over. And then once I get it going, I'll try and use it as a lathe without losing my arms. Now we've got the motor mounted onto the frame, so we'll be able to start it up and get start fucking turning up metal, really. That's it. So it shouldn't wander away on me. I took the wheels off to stop that from happening, but you know, it might still go walkies. As you can see, there's a bit of a toe in on the frame. It's a bit slightly warped, but then again, this driveway isn't flat and level, so we'll work it out as we get there. that is off. Let myself be able to hear myself think. Alright, that actually turned out pretty good. No chatter at all. Now we'll get the verniers and now the inside diameter of this clutch is yeah, it's about 19 mil. Now this shaft, better look, better feel for what we're doing. Alright, it's about 19.8. Probably can't even see that on the camera. So it gets a bit harder to get through here. So it's obviously probably 19.9, 19.8, something like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue doing that, and hopefully the C-Lutch will be able to fit on after we've done using our new lathe.
2 hours later.
Right, so I've given it a lick with the emery paper and the file, just to give it a bit more persuasion. I probably need a new file now.
Now I don't know if you can see that, but you can see where it got a bit fucking topsy-turvy, and you can see the flat spots now are in the file. That was once a good bastard file, now fucking trashed. So that's why we're using the emery paper.
So we get the verniers, probably out of focus like everything on this camera, and we'll just take a reading. Yeah, I like the look of that. And that is 20 mil. Fuck, let's focus this for you. Can you read it? Can you read it? Can you read it? No, most certainly not. Anyway, that's 19, actually 18.9. So yeah, 19 millimeters. So that's perfect for what we need, really. Now, oh fuck, that's heavy C-Lutch. Alright, now, so we've got the C-Lutch here now, and we've just got to line up the keyway with the one that's on the side of the shaft there. That's about it. No dramas, straight on. Looks fairly true. So that comes on and off quite easy, maybe even too easy. Nothing a bit of Loctite and clever thinking can't fix though, however. So we'll unbolt all the frame and we'll take it to the table to just put it together and pack this fucking thing up and be done with it for today. Okay, so we got our C-Lutch with its 2 set screws cut in half for some reason. Now, I'll put this on. Wait a minute. Okay, so with the C-Lutch, what we'll do, when we'll put it on, I'll slide it on now. There we go, that's on. Now, there's the 2 set screws here and here. You might not be able to see that, obviously not, but it's behind the backing plate sort of thing. I'll tighten them up with the Allen key, and we'll take it from there. But I don't know how tight this will be. Yeah, it will be tight enough and hard enough to pull off by hand. But when this thing's spinning at 6.5 ponies, I don't like my chances of keeping it on. And either preventing it from 1, impaling me in the back of the fucking skull, or 2, killing someone's kid 8 kilometers away, which I don't really care about, but paperwork, etc., you know, you got it. Now, just to shine a bit of light on what's happening, I've got my, I'm pretty sure it's a 1/8, yeah, 1/8 Allen wrench, and we'll tighten up the set screws, or grub screws really. So there's one down here. Tighten them up. Now, that's my point. So I've got my JBS shifter. Might not be a thing in any other country except Australia. It's pretty good, but it's otherwise really shitty. I haven't had it for too long. Spain, it's made in. It doesn't close all the way for some reason. Now, this is my Sid Chromium spanner. I fucking love this thing. It's in really good nick. I use it a lot. I've been using it since the start of the year, non-stop almost. This is my go-to for anything. So this will probably be out of focus now that I do this.
But if I can stop tripping over the jack stand, that'll be alright. What I'm going to do, this is probably going to bend the fuck out of my 1/8 chromium Allen wrench, but I'm just going to tighten them up like that. Yeah, fuck, alright. Take it nice and tight, and we'll turn it over to the next one. That's the next one there. So we'll just nip him up. Then when he doesn't want to chooch no more, we'll just fucking really fine swarf particles all over this. I should have worn my G-gloves, but they just keep getting in my fucking skin. Luckily we have verniers to remove splinters. Tie a bit more. And yeah, there we go. Should be pretty good. Now, even though I'm still not convinced. Now, if you ask anyone that actually knows me, they'll say that I'm never fucking happy. No, that's a lie. I'm a very happy person. So, what I mean is that I'm not very happy with the setup that I've may or may not have taken too much material off, only by 0.2 mil, I believe. But it's still fucking rock solid, but I still don't trust it with my ass just yet. So, I gotta, what the fuck is this? There we go, yeah, come on. Yeah, with an M8 by 1. Right, the SD card this time, the camera fucking cut out of me. But this is a, it's an M8 by 1.25 bolt. Okay. It's about, how long is he? Yeah, it's about 40 mil. Okay. Yeah, here we got 4 washes. Okay, these are M8 washers, and we're going to chuck them over the top of this because I'm fucking lazy as fuck. And I could have used a smaller bolt, like an M8 by 1.25 by 25, but I just want as much thread. I want more thread to go into here than overhang and fucking nothing. And then this is probably like an M10 or an M12 washer. I don't know. Not bothered measuring it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all the Loctite that I have in my possession, all my blue Loctite, and I'm just going to fucking liberally apply it all over the thread. That's fucking heaps. And I'm going to put it in, and I'll tighten the fucker up. Now I will get the torque wrench out, and maybe depends if I want to. Nah, this will be good. Hand tight. This is a, oh fuck, wrong socket. What is this? A 1/2 inch drive? Yeah, this is got my 1/2 inch drive. Okay, gonna fucking tighten them. Wait a minute, which way does it? Fuck. So basically, all the washers are there just to add a bit of compression on that and keep everything from killing me. Okay, so that's pretty much not going nowheres. Okay, spring washers might have been a better idea. I can't be fucked taking a trip to the back shed to look for some. So there we go, we got our clutch on, or the C-latch as you want to call it, that's how I'm going to be calling it, on our Chonda spec fucking motor. We've got the steering done today. All I need to do now is get the tie bar and the rose bearings, I think you want to call them, I don't know, the ones that have a horizontal pivot in the middle. So once we get those all set up, and I might be able to get some brakes off an old push bike. I also got to find a sprocket to match this pattern of chain. I think it's like number 35 or something, but that's going to be hard to find in my country, in Australia. So we'll work something out. This project's slow to come, but fuck, it'll be good once it's done. I'll be the coolest cunt ever riding around in an esky.